road super early this morning because the traffic is unbelievably bad on this road. And so our idea was Mongolian culture doesn't really wake up. It's not an early morning culture. They don't have coffee shops open until like 9, 10. So our hope was that if we get on the road pretty early, it would be empty. And right now it's wonderful. But in a few hours, this road will be total chaos and super dangerous. So we're going to make as many miles as we can right now. And it's really quite nice. And the sun's coming up too.
We had a nice easy ride, well, relatively speaking, about 70k, but on asphalt, and got up super early so the traffic wasn't bad, and now we found a nice hotel where we are going to reset, charge everything, dry everything out, because we've been camping for 3 days now and it rains on us nearly every night. So we're pretty excited because we're going to go to a laundromat, do some laundry, dry everything out, just got everything hanging up, going to charge everything, have a nice dinner hopefully, and relax a bit, and then hit the road tomorrow.
Leaving town. We need to get out early because the traffic gets bad and we have to hit a little asphalt today. Tina not feeling so great. She's got some stomach issues, which is to be expected at least at some point on the trip. Dina got a flat tire. Going full speed on a nice smooth road actually. So first flat tire of the trip. So we gotta change the flat. Let's hope it's not too bad.
All right, 7 a.m. now. We have our first flat of the trip. And unfortunately, if you can see that, it's because there's a hole in the tire and there's not much really left in the tire. So what we're gonna do, instead of just sticking a new tube in, because I think it's just gonna bust the first time that hits a rock, we're gonna try to layer up tons of these old tube as condoms. Hopefully get a few more miles out of this, because we got to get 300-400 more K, maybe only 300, so we just got to make it. But there's really nothing left here. There's no tread at all. The cords are sticking out, so I don't know. We're gonna try this. Otherwise we'll go to town. I don't know if they'll have 8-inch tires anywhere, but that's really what this needs because there's just no tire left. But it's part of the adventure. We'll figure it out. Dina's working on making more condoms.
You know me and my prophylactics.
Okay, so we put the new tire in, but there's a big hole in the tire. So we just put a bunch of tubes in. So we're just gonna try to ride the smoothest asphalt possible and hopefully get lucky and nothing goes in that little hole. I'm riding Dina's bike now because I'm worried about it blowing flat. But we've been 5K and so far so good. We've been 25K since we changed the tire now. I think maybe a little bit more. Still in one piece. And we're flat again.
Our tire, another flat, and the tire is unfortunately getting worse. So we got 2 tubes left, but the problem is the tire is just opening up. So I'm gonna try the same trick, except we're gonna layer 6 tubes or 7 tubes around the outside and see if we can get it to hold for another, I don't know, 50 kilometers. We can get into town. But I don't know. About 10 kilometers down the road, I pull off to check the tire, and I get a puncture from a metal staple on the shoulder in the same tire. We're at least a good 100 kilometers from the town we're trying to reach, Darken, and we're probably 15K from a small town. I'm pretty tired from changing tires, and it's very hot out. Fortunately, we also had some good luck, and that about 100 meters behind us in a field are a couple guys with a little Hyundai pickup.
We found these guys. They're gonna get us to the next town at least, because we just keep going flats and the tire's completely destroyed. So pretty excited to at least getting a ride in.
These guys were awesome. We couldn't really communicate very well, but they agreed to transport us and our bikes, and so we all crammed into the little cab, and we had no idea where they were taking us, but it was at least in the right direction. One guy kept pounding his head saying vodka, vodka, so we gathered he was quite hungover, but they were in great spirits and super fun. They drove us to the nearest town, which to our relief had what appeared to be a tire change place. They also stuck around to help us. The tire shop had an old tire and some shears, so we cut a strip of tire. We took that strip and put it inside the existing tire. So we had another inner tire inside the tire to protect the tube. And then we put it all back together. We put the rear tire on the front so it took a little bit less load. Put everything back together, and although we were really hot and tired, I was feeling pretty good. We gave them a few bucks for their time and transport, which they were excited about, but we also went to the store next door and bought them a new bottle of vodka. They were much more excited about the vodka than the cash, and we all went back into the shop and had a shot before continuing on our way to Darken, this time with a little more hope that the tire would actually hold.
Thank you.
Alright, so we made it to Darken. Not big enough that it's gonna have motorcycle parts or anything, so we're just gonna have to make this tire last. But let's take a look at it. We are heading in for the final day, 70K left to go. We just have to get these bikes 70K.
Whoop whoop, no injuries. More injuries.
Yeah. So I think the tire's gonna make it. I think Dina might survive. We're just really hoping these bikes can get across the finish line. But it's half asphalt, half dirt the rest of the way, and it's not supposedly looking very hard, so we'll see.
All right, last dirt section. No crashing.
Promises.
Down to the finish, down there by the river somewhere.
After a few hours of partying at the finish line, the organizers held an awards ceremony. As per usual, adventurous culture, awards are given out for all sorts of ridiculous feats and accomplishments. The final award, the Spirit of the Run, is given to someone that embodies the spirit of adventure. And I'm proud to say that completely to her surprise, Dina won this award. After accepting her award and taking some pictures, she sat down next to me and immediately said, "Why me?" as if she was completely baffled as to why she won this award. But to me, it was pretty obvious. Adventure is about doing hard things and pushing yourself. Sometimes those hard things are a bit more than you bargained for, and you're forced to overcome those challenges and survive. Through that process, you learn more about and form a deeper connection with yourself, the world, and all the people you meet along the way. The people which help get you out of the situation you've gotten yourself into, and the people that share that experience with you. So thank you to all those people that, without you, we would still be stuck out in the desert in Mongolia. And thank you to everybody who watched this video to share our experience.